Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here, playing some more Pathfinder Adventures. It's time to begin Adventure Deck for the Fortress of the Stone Giants. Now, the first scenario here, Sandpoint Under Siege, originally had the rule that the Blessing deck starts with 25 cards, and that's obviously bad because normally it starts with 30. But as a compensation, you scout a location deck at the beginning of each turn, and if the top card is a boon, you banish it. Now, that's really good because it means that on average, you're probably gonna save more than the 5 turns that you lost, because every time you banish one of these boons, it's essentially like you get a free exploration. I'd frickin' play with this every single time if I could. Now, the legendary difficulty changes nothing. I don't know if that's a typo. I don't remember if there was a change. I've never seen I don't remember ever seeing a scenario that changed nothing about the scenario rules on the harder difficulty. So I don't know if it's a typo. I don't know if it's a bug, or if I just plumb forgot that this one didn't change, but either way, I'm pretty happy about it. I know some people might be like, oh, that's kind of lazy, Obsidian didn't change anything, but honestly, I feel like it's okay to mix that in every once in a while. Obsidian, you don't have to fucking deal 1d4 damage every time somebody sneezes to the entire party. You know, every now and then, just kick back, relax a little bit, take it easy, okay, guys? So anyway, I'm pretty happy, looking forward to this scenario. I don't remember the villain or anything, so let's take a look here at our wildcards and the villain. Oh my god, this is like the nicest set of wildcards I've had this whole run, which I'm sure means I'm gonna lose because I have been so lucky this run, it's been ridiculous, so I'm almost even afraid to accept this good fortune. This one's pretty much entirely a blank. Like, if you never take combat damage, this just never happens. And even when it does happen, it's not a big deal. And then this one is kind of annoying occasionally, but honestly, you don't really ever care about picking up armor. Most weapons don't matter. So only occasionally, if you do pick up an ally and you have to bury a card and you can't explore with that ally, is this ever a problem. I will take this over, you know, less blessings, less cards in my hand, harder boons, harder banes. I mean, extra monsters in the location decks. I mean, this is just a joke compared to some of that other stuff. Let's go ahead and... oh, wait. Oh, God. Was there text? Was there text there? Oh, God. There was text. I didn't read the text. There might have been more. There might have been, like, more text than what I saw. Well, we'll read it when we get into it. Okay, this guy's a pretty generic villain, except that he deals damage at the beginning of the combat, which isn't, like, particularly mind-blowing by this point, especially because it's -1, so it might not even trigger. But do note that this counts as damage dealt by him, so everybody at that location takes whatever damage this is, which makes things a bit interesting. Then we have Longtooth. Okay, this is the start of damage getting dealt around like candy. So here we got some damage tossing around. It's 1d4 fire damage, though. If you make a hard acrobatics check or a dexterity check, you take the minimum of that. And then we got these guys, which are pretty generic henchmen. Okay, so all in all, a seemingly generic scenario. Let's take a look at what the map says. Okay, so the map is, well, these maps, I gotta tell ya, these maps are getting more and more ridiculous. Lots of jutting edges, lots of inaccessible corners and stuff, so you gotta be very careful here. Alright, let's take a look at what the hell this is. Courtyard. When you encounter a monster, each character... oh, shit! Okay, so you definitely don't want to team up on that one. I guess Harsk has to go here. He's the only one who can make this dexterity 10 check. Nobody in this party has acrobatics. This just has to be what happens. Okay, then what's this place? Charisma or Diplomacy 10. Good gravy. Well, Sela and Sayoni are both okay at that place. I'm going to come back to that. I'm pretty sure I'm putting Ezra in here because he's the only one with knowledge. That's an easy call. So let's definitely do that. And then this is Banish a Blessing or Papa Xantus. So I guess, Ezra has no blessing, so he can never actually close this. I don't necessarily want this to get closed that soon. Maybe we'll stick a Miri here. Do some fighting at the city gate. And then this is one you can discard a card to explore. Who's the one that benefits the most from this? I mean, ideally, I guess you want to put someone here who has cards they'd like to banish. I can't remember which of Sayoni or Sela has more cards that they wish they could banish. I guess it's probably Sayoni. She's probably got some junk spells, maybe some acid arrows or something. Alright, so we'll do it like this. We'll do that there. That there. Oh, this is a problem. Who the hell's gonna close this wooden bridge? Shit. Oh, you know, that has to be Sayoni. It just has to be. She's got a decent dexterity. Harsk has as well, but Harsk needs this even harder dexterity. And Sela can throw d6s on her checks, but her dexterity is a d4, so it's not super great. Well, on the other hand, what's her d6? It's like a d6 plus 1 now, so d4, d6 plus 1, so 2d4 plus a d6 plus 1. Oh, I have to roll a 5 on the... Yeah, no, we'll just have Sione do it. This should be fine. Alright, and then Sione wants to go to the waterfront anyway. She's one of the best at tackling it. So I guess we'll start Kira here. And then see if she's got any useful cards to banish. It's probably a bit of a waste of this very nice closing location. These are very valuable. Especially now that you can get cards from deck 2 or earlier, but I just don't think I can afford to dick around with it too much given this map placement. Okay, am I happy with this? No, not really. I want Harsk to go last. And I want Kira to go later, because I don't want her to necessarily rush to close her location either. And I want Amiri and Ezrin to get out of their jutting corners. Okay, let's try it like this. Alright, so first let's do this thing. Damn. All right. So, well, actually, that's good because if Sione had, oh no, it's a random location and it's not your location. It's a random one. So yeah, never mind. It doesn't actually matter what order I do things in. Okay, this thing's junk, so that's a free explore. Very good. And yeah, let's go ahead and explore. Ghoul. Wait, why is there a thing in front of Harsk? Okay, let's take a quick look at. Is there more text to this? Oh, okay. Yeah, I had a scrolly bar out there. It did not scroll all the way down. Well, never mind. I hate everything. So apparently, in addition to all this stuff, whenever somebody fights a non-villain, non-henchman monster, a random character at an open location has to fight the henchman Longtooth, which is awesome, of course, because that's the one that deals damage. God. Well, okay, Harsk is probably the best person to face it, because at least Harsk has a decent chance of making this check and only taking 1 damage. And the nice thing now, wait, why am I making this again? Did I accidentally double people up? Why are, no one's doubled up. Why am I making this check twice? Oh, that's a weird bug. Why is this only a 62 when before it was, why is it a 9? Where's this, oh, acrobatics 9? Oh, okay, guys, I got it. Okay, so the first one was for the courtyard location, and the second one is for Longtooth proper. Okay. Do we have an agility here? No, I don't think I have I got rid of my agilities. I don't have any of them. And no rechargeable blessings, so I just gotta make this check the hard way. Whew, bare minimum. The snakeskin tunic actually made the difference, which was huge, because now I take only 1 damage and I can block it with this ring that I have. Okay, that could have been worse. That could have been a lot worse. Well, this combat 15, you know, Harsk isn't really the best at combat. What happens if I reveal this? 79% odds. I mean, I don't actually care about making this check. It doesn't actually matter. So yeah, we're just gonna roll this, and hopefully if I'm off, I'm not off by more than 1, and I can just block with the ring. Okay, that could have been worse. Okay, so that's how it's gonna be. It's gonna be one of those games where Longtooth just keeps popping up and doing damage to everybody. I'm gonna have Sela flip her own card. I don't want Harsk shooting arrows, because he might need some of his arrows for other stuff. So let's just have her help herself. The long spear's got a reroll on it. That should be good enough. Oh, mother of mercy. Well, let's see. How fast should I go? These are all pretty good blessings. I'm not gonna explore anymore. She's got extra explorers anyway, kind of, from her thing. So, yeah, like that. It just goes to the bottom. Boom. One problem, of course, with Sela's scouting is that if a Bane is found at the top of her location, it'll get shuffled and it'll undo all her scouting. So that, I guess, you know, that is kind of the problem. It does sort of fuck up your auguries and stuff. No! That was the worst thing that could have possibly happened. There was a henchman on top of the location. It got shuffled in, got rid of all of her scouting. Wow. Wow. I did not want that to happen. That, god damn it, that was terrible. Alright, well, at least there's a henchman right up atop of this location, too. So let's reveal the trident, and let me think about this. I don't want to particularly bury any of those cards. Let's recharge a codex. I don't see that being super useful here. 97. There is no reroll on this, but I have to get a 6 on these. Yeah, that's gonna happen, right? How could that not happen? Well, it has a 3% chance of not happening. Anyway, go ahead and fight this bandit henchman. I don't need a bastard sword and a trident, and the trident is just better. So let's go ahead and pop this. Man, I missed those rerolls. Do miss. I can't afford to just hope I get a 4. Let's have Harsk shoot away his undead crossbow. The black arrow longbow is better. Anyways, I probably won't even be using it. Okay, so that was a good, you know, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times here. That thing that just happened with Sela was heartbreaking to watch. At least I know her location doesn't have the villain in it, I guess. And then Amiri, let's pull her out of here. I don't think I can really do anything useful. Yeah, so, yeah, she'll just move. And she's just basically helping herself, really. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, so there was another henchman on top of a location, and it got scouted right before I was gonna go into it, and shuffled away. Lovely fucking dovely. Alright. Wow, that was actually really terrible. And Augury, in a location that has 5 monsters out of 10 cards, did not find a single monster. That is amazing. Alright, I guess this is just my comeuppance. Let's, you know, see what happens when I've actually got bad luck for a change. So 2 henchmen from the tops got shuffled away. And, well, I still closed 1 location. What is this blessing? Gorham? Okay, so Sela actually has one, which is rechargeable. I gotta remember that. Alright, there's a rat swarm, and Amiri's fighting the henchman. That's quite annoying. Amiri can't really make this. She could potentially lose up to 4 cards. Is this worth spending blessings on? Well, I don't have any agility. I've got a double dexterity blessing, but I think it's better just to take the roll and hope I don't roll high than spending blessings. Oh man, every time you fight a monster, this is so rough. God, I was so looking forward to just having a regular old scenario, and instead it's just, your life is ruined. Alright, let's get rid of a sage. I don't really want to use any more arrows of Harsks. How bad is it if I fail? It's a hand wipe, probably. I need to get a 7 on these dice. That's a little loose. Alright, we're gonna get rid of a blessing. I'm gonna hang on to this tunic because it actually is handy both for closing the location and if Harsk ends up being the one to fight the henchman. Okay, so this needs to be a 12, at least a 12, so I have to be a little bit careful how I measure my successes. To do my weakest spell, let's see, to get a 12 I would have to roll a 7 on these dice. That is a little loose, I guess, but let's take it. Okay. I gotta get a little lucky sometime, right? Right? Okay. So I'm hoping to get haste right now. That would be the best thing to get. Medusa Mask is alright. I can, if I stumble into the villain with the Medusa Mask, that would obviously be very good. Haste would have been nice to explore again. Now here, I'm gonna use this guy for an explore. Or sorry, not for, this guy doesn't explore. This is a scout. I'm gonna use him for a spyglass. And that was actually really good. It was really, really good that I did that because that means I don't have to fight this hill giant. I'm going to leave the toxic cloud on top. That way if this location gets scouted, it'll get banished and the hill giant stays on top. And if the location doesn't get scouted by the Longtooth, then I am very likely to pick this up and get an extra explore, which will let Ezrin fight this giant anyway. So you definitely want to leave the spell on top there. That was some pretty damn good scouting. I wish I could explore again just to fight the henchman now, but you can't have everything. So that'll do it. Alright, please don't. Okay. Well, no, that doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt anything. There was no scouting here. That actually helps. It shuffles the deck, giving a chance for something other than the monster to come up on top. God darn it. So, every time you fight a monster, it's just so awful. Well, I have a Sahedron Medallion, which I picked up from my spellbook ability. Let's see if I need to use it. I definitely need to use it. Alrighty. So let's discard that to block all the damage. And I've got a pretty good chance at recharging it. Not guaranteed, but pretty good. I might see it again in this scenario. Alright, now we have to fight this asshole. Well, these are both the same thing, although I think I get a +2 on my force, so we'll use Lightning Bolt instead. Pretty decent odds of success. I might have to discard a couple of cards here. It wouldn't be the end of the world if I failed it, so I'm not going to improve my odds any further. And now let's see if I can pick something up. Ooh, an Orb of Fire. Yes, I lucked into a burning Orb of Fire. Alright, so now we're gonna... Oh, fail by 1. And lose my Lightning Bolt, which is annoying. Definitely, it's annoying. I've only got 5 combat spells, so it's annoying to lose that. Okay, well, I think here we can use an Acid Arrow, because this thing's pretty weak. In fact, it's a guaranteed victory. Very nice. Let me think about this for a second. Yeah, I'm gonna explore again. It's a little risky, of course, with all these monsters in here, but we got it. God darn it! Why couldn't she have had an augury? Alright, she's the one doing Longtooth. Well, that's actually interesting. So I can discard 2 cards to evade Longtooth using the scenario location. But I'm actually fine with it. I do have a Sahedron Medallion, so might as well go for it. Caden Kalian, huh? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna basically more than double her odds of making this check. Which, well, was that really smart? That wasn't actually smart, was it? Oh, it was! Oh my god, she has fire resistance! I just took a power feat giving her 1 fire resistance, so that totally was smart. I can now save the Sahedron Medallion for a better time. Alright, that is 7. I don't actually care about making this, though, because I now have the Sahedron Medallion to block the damage, so I'm going to take this light roll here, knowing that if I fail, it was alright. And I can conserve resources. And now we gotta fight this Hermit Crab, so that's going to be the Fiery Bolt. I guess I fucked that up. I really should have used the Fiery Bolt against the dragon, because the Hermit Crab, I had to use my other combat spell anyways. And I might as well have used the weaker spell on the thing that only had a combat difficulty of 9. Yeah, that would have been a lot smarter. Okay, well, do I spend a blessing to explore? No, because this blessing will help me close the location. It will also help Harsk close his location, so I feel like it's worth doing. Alright, she picked up Scrying, which I would normally do. However, right now I don't want to do it because there's always a chance the Scrying can be undone. Okay, alright, so there's my Toxic Cloud. I really hope it doesn't get scouted again, though. We have to survive another few turns for that location to not get scouted. That would be heartbreaking if it happened twice. But alright. So this is just a pretty normal monster with a very high combat check. Amiri is fighting Longtooth, which I'm not thrilled about. This could very well be a hand wipe. Nah, what's the point of spending a blessing if I'm going to discard it anyways to damage? So let's just roll the d4 and hope it's a low one. It's not that low. It's not that low. Alright, I'm gonna keep my weapon, I guess. This thing, oh god, I was so looking forward to just having a regular scenario. I was like, oh yeah, they didn't add anything to it. I was even like scrolling all the way down with the scroll bar, and then nope, not only is it not regular, it is fucking noxious. Alright, does Kira have a weapon? She does. She has 2 of them, in fact. This is a pretty high combat check, so I guess I'll discard one of her weapons. And then, what is this? Gazra. I don't think anybody has that. Oh, this is a good time for strength. It's a good time for strength, because that's a pretty tough monster. And I guess Harsk's turn is next, so he can recharge away his other blessing to make this a done deal. Okay, do you want to discard a card to explore? No, I don't want to get rid of armor in this scenario, because it's helpful against some of the shit. I don't want to discard my weapon to explore. I guess I'll discard a regular old blessing to go again. I do have a cure. I kind of want to use it here. Alright, so that's actually a pretty good pickup. This thing is junk, of course. It's totally absolute garbage, but I can discard it to explore. Wait! I need to save a card to banish. I gotta remember this. I gotta save a card to banish to close the location. I don't mind banishing the breastplate or the mace, though. So yes, I'm just gonna discard this belt to go again. That's fine. Okay, it's a henchman, which is great, because the henchmen don't trigger the Longtooth bullshit, so let's just reveal this. Harsk. I don't really want to get rid of any of these cards. Orb of Fire. Perfect. That's exactly what I want to do here. There we go. That was actually way too close. Should have probably spent more. So now I have to banish a card. I'm not through with anything here, but I'm going to banish a Blessing of Shell. And I mean, Wisdom is good and all, but there's no Wisdom here. And it's just a basic blessing. I can pick up a better one from the box by this point. Bloop, 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 bloop. And then there's something that happens here. It recharges. Oh god, that's the stupidest thing ever. It's actually, you know, it's actually kind of tough. I do want to cast Cure. Actually, no, I don't give a shit about Cure. I'm going to recharge it. I don't want to get rid of my weapon. I don't want to get rid of my armor. So, I'm just going to do the Cure. I've got another Cure in my deck anyways, so seems logical. Alright, let's see if I can get some more cards. Yeah, buddy! Keep that gravy train rolling down the track. Oh, lost my Orb of Fire. Well, that's okay. I will take those instances of bad luck. I don't get to use my... I don't think this is correct, guys. I don't think this is correct. That you only get to do that one time. Anyway, let's see. We need to not do the old light. Okay, good. That could have been really dangerous, actually, so I'm glad that went away. And now let's see what's happening in the courtyard. Okay, so, pick up a veterinarian's kit, which is, I mean, I guess it could be good if I play an animal. Do I have any animals? I got a fox, but it's not going to my discard. I'm gonna hang on to it. I guess I can shoot arrows with it. That's fine. Let's scout out a junk weapon. All right, that's good to know that if this place gets scouted, that will go away. Not that that changes anything. Okay, please, please, please don't do the old light. Okay, got rid of a junk item. That's very good. Glad that happened. Just gotta dodge 2 more of those, and we're in the clear. Oh, kind of sad to miss this. I would have liked to pick that up. Okay. We have a merchant. Alright, when you encounter a boon, bury a boon or banish the card you encounter. Well, I don't actually care about this, so I guess we're just going to banish it. And... oh, God. I'm just going to pass. I think I'm going to do okay on time with the scouting. Getting rid of some boons for me. I've already closed 1 location, and with luck, I'll close another. So I'm just hoping that bad shit doesn't happen. That's all I'm hoping for. Please don't do the old light. Okay, great. Oh, and we picked Seela's location, but got lucky and got rid of a boon, so this scouting has not been undone. Got a Blessing of Torag, which is actually a really good pickup, because... wait, why am I here? I shouldn't be here. Oh, God, that was stupid. This is the best blessing, Banish a Blessing or Papa Santos. I don't want to be there. I wanted to be... well, I guess that's the only place I can really go. Okay, so that was fine to take a turn there. I'm glad I didn't run into the henchman, but I'm not going to discard this to go again because I don't want to run into the henchman and leave this frozen open. So I guess what Amiri's going to do is slide over here and then start doing the waterfront, even though it's not her favorite location. Yeah, that seems like the most logical thing. Alright, so now, please not the old light. Oh, thank God. Alright, we're getting pretty lucky. We avoided the old light. We avoided losing all the scouting stuff from Seela. And now we get to defeat this thing. So, combat 16, I think that's worth using a Force Bolt. With my +2. Yeah, buddy. And 97%. Well, I really don't want to fail this. And Harsk has a bunch of garbage in his hand. So, let's get rid of this veterinary kit. And just, you know, touch it up a little bit. Just make sure we don't fail that. Alright, that was good. Pretty happy about that set of circumstances. There's haste, a little bit too late, but at least it's nice to know I'll have it in the next round. Do I want to... I keep saving the sage. I might never get to use this sage is the problem. Alright, I'll keep saving it. It might be nice for an extra explore. And, well, I had a good chance of making the recharge check, but I failed another one by 1. Is this an auto-succeed? It is. Yes, I'm a scholar, bitch. This is nothing to me. So we're going to get rid of all these other cards. That Sleepless Detective was super handy because the henchman was the 3rd card. A regular spyglass wouldn't have done it. Now what I'm going to do here is take a quick look at the map. I got to figure out who to haste and stride. So Kira's going over here. So she can close that place. I assume she has a blessing. Oh, God, she has good ones. Damn, I don't really want to get rid of those blessings to close it. Funnily enough, maybe Amiri should just have stayed here. Yeah, because she actually has this Torag, which is a junk blessing. Yeah, so maybe Amiri will go back, just make sure I don't spend Torag, and then Kira can move on to the waterfront. So what the hell's Ezrin doing? Well, Ezrin doesn't have Jack, Squat, or Dickerdoodle. So maybe Ezrin needs to go to the waterfront too. I think what I'm going to do here, and I hope the game lets me, is I'm actually going to end my turn. As an end of turn action, I'm going to cast Haste on myself to move over there. And hopefully recharge it. This would definitely be a nice card to have. I still don't want to use the Sage, though. Because the Sage can be discarded for an extra Explorer, just like Haste can, so it's not like I save much. And then I'm going to cast Stride. Yeah, it is letting me. Very nice. So I'm going to Stride now to move over here. Stride, baby, stride. So that way I can go to the waterfront next time. And Ezrin's pretty good at the waterfront. He's got a combat spell. I mean, he kind of would like to have 2 combat spells, but it's not the end of the world if he has to fight a bandit henchman with his fists, because he does have this Flask of Shock to pitch in. So I feel like this could be good. And there's 1 combat spell anyways. Alright, I think we dodged all the bullets. There's the short sword going away that Harsk scouted. So now, Sione, let me take a look at where she's at. She's at the wooden bridge, right. Okay, so she's just got to stay here. Is it the best place to scry? I mean, the waterfront definitely has more value from being scrowed, but the problem is that it can very easily get undone. Even the courtyard actually is more valuable. Yeah, I'm going to scry the courtyard. Harsk's turn is coming up. So there's a reasonable chance that I'll block anything bad from happening. And then I don't need to scry this place, which only has 2 monsters in it. So let's do kind of a hedging of our bets here. Alright, well, it wasn't the greatest, but at least we get to put that guy in the bottom, which gives us a chance of 1 less encounter with the flying dragon. And as long as if that place gets scouted, there is still a chance that it will just be a boon on top, and that the auguries thing will stay. Okay, here's the actual Longtooth, which I think I'm okay with. So this is... Wait a minute, no, hold up. When you fight a henchman, it doesn't trigger the scenario ability. This is only for non-villain, non-henchman monsters. So this is for real. Okay, this is for real, dog. I don't need to spend any resources on this. Check. Because I can just use the Sahijan Medallion and then kill it afterwards. I don't think it makes any sense. I mean, unless I have some kind of free resource that I'm missing somewhere. There's like a guidance, I guess. Yeah, agility would be nice in this scenario, wouldn't it? Alright. So let's do this. So now we take the damage. On a 1, I still block it all. Anything higher than a 1, I can use the Sahijan Medallion. Nice, I get to hold on to the Sahijan Medallion for another day. And now I don't actually have a combat spell. So there's a couple different ways I can do this. I can use the Wand of Enervation with an Incendiary Cloud and a Harsk Arrow and probably beat this guy up. Or I can, of course, discard a card to just, you know, shoot this with Blast. Let me think about this. I don't have any particularly useful cards to get rid of. Obviously, the Wand is good. The Blessing is good for closing. The Cloud. Well, maybe it makes more sense to drop the Cloud as a spell than it does to use it to punch this thing with. Well, let's do some experimentation. Let's bury this Wand. I'm a little bit concerned by what this interface is showing me. It's showing me that I'm making a combat check. 15, I don't know what that seems really bizarre. Can I try this again, please? Roll to reduce check difficulty. Okay, I think this just works. 7, so it's going to reduce the check difficulty by 7. Okay, that worked. That worked, good. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and display this. And then what happens if Harsk shoots an arrow my way? I don't think I really need this Cape of Escape. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Getting a 6 on 4 dice. Let's pop a little poog. Let's put a little poog on it. I feel like that, just to guarantee it. Of course, these are all 4s, but if they had all been 1s, that would have been a different story. So I get an auto success on this, even though I didn't take that power feat, and I'm even availing myself of that fact. Very nice. This thing goes away. Let's close the location. Boom. 99% chance. Alright, that's good enough for me. I'll take the 99 out of 100 odds. I actually would have spent a blessing if it was just me playing, but if this is telling me there's only a 1 in 100 chance of failure, I'll take it. Okay, I can bury a card to recharge a card from my... I don't think I really want to do that. Unfortunately, I don't really have enough here to justify playing Papa Xantus. So I'll save him. I'll save him for later use. Still don't have a combat spell. Alright. Kira's up. Well, at least I have another chance of getting that sweet, sweet staff of healing. Good old Scarnetti Manor just will not die. Alright, so Amiri is going to go back and try to close the Sandpoint Cathedral with her Blessing of Torag. Of course, the problem is if Amiri ends up having to fight the dragon, you know, then she could lose it. But she's got more blessings in her deck. Yeah, I guess Kira's going to go to the waterfront. I just don't want to spend these blessings to close a location. We'll see if my greed gets the best of me in the end. God damn it. Alright, well, she's fighting Longtooth. So I guess this is the time to bury that breastplate. Tragically, this only works to block combat damage. It's not an advanced armor that can block any kind of damage. Interesting, I rolled minimum. I'll discard it. There's a chance I might regret that later. If so, then that is so. Now, do I want to use my weapon and take this waterfront penalty? What is this right here? It's Torag. Oh, so tempting! So tempting to recharge it, but she has no other blessings, so I really can't. Okay, Harsk is definitely going to shoot an arrow. Let's shoot a fox. I don't think we need this fox anymore. And then let's say she uses just improved guidance. 96. Alright, I'll take it. And hopefully I can recharge this. Nope. Alright. Now would be a good time to find that other cure. Luckily, Warrior Kira here has guaranteed kill against the Gecko with just her fists, so that's cool. And I don't want to discard 2 cards to explore again, but I will do this. This would be great if it found a monster, because then it would banish it, and I wouldn't have to ever deal with that dragon. And it got rid of a toad. Not the greatest outcome. Alright, well, I guess that's that. So I'm getting down to half time here, so that's a little bit worrying. I mean, I'm getting these free explores, but I do at some point need to find the villain. That's starting to be my main concern. I've closed a bunch of places. The villain could be in one of 4 different locations, so if he's in one place that's going to be slow to be found, I could end up in a lot of trouble. Alright, this thing is junk. And I think I need to explore again. I think this is the time I gotta get a move on. I gotta make some more. Oh, well, no! Oh my god, this is great. Okay, I have this Ring of Protection here, which is very, very handy against this enchanter, because it blocks her damage. Alright, this ring is freaking MVP. I mean, Jesus. Okay, so, oh, that was the courtyard. Right, I forgot that when he has to fight the Longtooth, he's got to do the courtyard as well. I'm ready to give up on this armor. If I roll low, I roll low. Yep, okay, that's great. Probably shouldn't have done that, but it served me. And there's also a chance I roll a 1. Okay, it didn't happen. So yeah, we're going to bury this to block all the damage, sad as that is. Combat, I need some help, unfortunately. This is where Harsk starts to, as you can see, fall a little bit behind. Can't use her blessing. Those blessings aren't particularly good. I guess we'll use Orb of Magic. Fine. We'll use this. She, I believe, recharges this thing, right? I did take that power feat. Yes, okay. So this will be a recharge. Let's make this check. Ooh, that was way too close. And now the good thing is that after I fight the... Oh, God, wait a minute. I still have to make this courtyard check. Oh, that could be a problem. If I fail this, it's actually really, really bad. Oh, crap. I have to spend a blessing on this. I can't fail that. It's just too bad if I fail it. Okay, well, I hope I don't roll Snake Eyes here. I would have made it anyways, but that's fine. I'm glad I spent that. So I can block the damage with that Ring of Protection. The Enchanter has at least a very low check, even after veteran status, so I just automatically defeat her, and then I block the damage. So that was a little bit expensive. I lost my armor, but I did make some more progress through this location. Getting rid of monsters is always nice, because then if that location is chosen as the scouting by the dragon at the beginning of the turn, there's a higher chance that, you know, the more locations close, the more likely it is that any of the remaining locations get chosen. And the more monsters you take out, the less likely it is that the monster that is found gets shuffled. So I'm running a bit low on blessings. I'm running a little bit low on time. I need to find the villain. At this point, I might even be okay just stumbling into the villain, honestly. Alright, Magic Shield goes away permanently, which is nice. And now let's scout it up. Alright, this thing's totally garbage. I hate that it's a deck 2 weapon because it's terrible. Alright, we're ready to go. Come on, henchman. God damn it! Okay, so Harsk has to make 2 checks. One is the courtyard, and then one is for Longtooth and Gorgorgor. We're just gonna have to roll good on these d8s, and we didn't. Alright, this is getting a little scary. So how about I roll low on this courtyard damage? I rolled the maximum! Oh no, I have no armor anymore. Okay, well, we're gonna reveal that, I guess, to block some of it. What do I discard? Well, I don't need all of these weapons. And I guess I don't need a spyglass, much as that pains me. Alright, I gotta kill this thing. Anybody got something that can help? Kind of running out of things that help. Okay. Well, we do need still dexterity, so I guess we'll just spend a regular Blessing of the Gods to help Harsk ward this thing off. Now I gotta make this dexter. Can I just please roll a high? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so that's really good because I take the minimum, so this MVP ring blocks it, and I have to fight... Why am I fighting Longtooth? Wasn't I supposed to be fighting the Warlord? I don't know what the fuck's happening, but whatever. Let's just play a blessing and get it done. Am I done fighting things here yet? Oh, she was fighting the Warlord. Okay, so what happened there was Harsk made a check for the courtyard, and then a check for Longtooth, and then actually fought Longtooth. And that was because Sela on her turn found a Warlord. Right, okay, I get it now. I don't want to particularly shoot any arrows. I guess we'll flip a card from the deck. 88%. It would suck to fail this, but I'm really running low on blessings. Alright, we're just going to have to go for it. Whew. Way too close. Okay, well, let's see if Sela can find something useful here. Alright, get that out of here. Good. Now, as long as this place doesn't get checked, we could be okay. Come on, dragon, don't go there. Alright, so this is the longbow that Harsk scouted, so now it's banished. And Amiri is my savior for the Sandpoint Cathedral. So hopefully she just finds the henchman. God damn it! Oh, this just... so many monsters. So little time. Alright, I'm hoping I roll minimum. Actually, I'll take a roll of 2. 2 is good. 3, fuck you, game. Fuck you. Alright, we're burying this armor. Because I don't need the Thieves' Tools or the Impaler, but it would have been nice to, you know, keep the armor. I don't actually care that much about this, and I can discard this to reroll if I need to. Anyways, okay, well, I guess I'm discarding it to reroll. There we go. So that takes out the henchman, and then the bunyip shouldn't be a problem. Because the bunyip is just such a low monster. I should just reveal this and auto-succeed. Yep. Okay, so I'm not going to discard this blessing to go again because I need to save it. Ooh, I can add a blessing to my hand. Oh, sweet. Okay, well then I will go again. Which of these would I rather banish? They're both pretty bad. They're both pretty bad. I guess maybe intelligence is... I don't know. They're both bad. I'm not really sure which one. Oh, there's the villain. I think... boy, this is tough. I mean, I think all the locations are occupied. But... do I have enough blessings to actually take this guy down? Harsk's hand is kind of empty for arrows. I mean, I could just let this happen and have him go somewhere, but then everything gets shuffled. All the scouting locations are... all the scouting information is lost. We're going for it, and I legitimately might fail this. If I fail this, then I fail this. It's just life. So we're going to close this place. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I'm flipping that. And what are my odds? 65 is not even remotely good enough. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 blessings among the party. Well, I guess these. So, alright, we're going to discard that for 2 extra dice to close this location. Okay. Oh, I get to recharge it too. How nice. Alright, then Harsk needs to close his place. Dexterity. Is this a dexterity one? It is. Okay, so that's actually pretty good, because it means that Harsk can use his own blessing for 2 dice and have a pretty good chance of closing it. Alright, now I'm hoping Kira doesn't need any help closing her location. Let's see what happens. She has to recharge a card, which is fine. And then let's discard this Dog Slicer. 93% odds. Harsk doesn't have anything in his quiver. Who's going to need more help, Amiri or Kira? Well, Amiri's only got 3 cards, so she can only do so much bearing. In fact, she can only do 1 Rage Against the Machine. If I fail this, that means the villain's going to end up going in here. It's not the end of the world. This is a pretty central location. People can get here. Let's just go for it. Alright, we got it. So, now it's just a matter of if I got enough juice left in the tank to take on this villain. So... oh my god, I forgot about this. Please roll low. Okay, well, oh my god. If that had rolled maximum, I would have been a hand wipe, and I don't think I would have been able to make the checks. I honestly don't think I would have been able to do it. Alright, so on my second check, I'm going to be discarding this for an extra d8. So I think the first check is the one that I want to do the Thieves' Tools on. And Harsk, let's see, this I can discard for a d8 plus 1, as opposed to a sniper shot, which is a d4 plus 2. Well, a d8 plus 1 is better than a d4 plus 2. So I will be using this at some point. Only 1 blessing, only 1 blessing, only 1 blessing. So yeah, I'll save them for the second check. So yeah, I guess Harsk maybe here can sniper shot for 99% odds. And then, yeah, I got it. Although, had that rolled a 4 instead of rolling a 1, I am pretty sure I wouldn't have been able to make it. I mean, I'm not sure how far these blessings would have gone. I guess I do have a little bit of superfluous power here. But, Yeah, I have a little bit of superfluous power on the second check, but I don't know. Those blessings would have had to carry me a long way. I guess I would have had to get lucky with the die rolls from the combat check if I didn't manage to keep the weapon in my hand. Wow. All right, I'm pretty pumped. I thought that was going kind of rough, but I stumbled into the villain and luckily had just enough juice to defeat him. What is our reward? We get another power feat, really? Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. Oh, yeah, that's right. You get another power feat. That's awesome. All right, so what I want to do here. She currently has a hand size of 5? Is it 5? I always have a hard time reading this. No, she has a hand size of 5, not 6. So it's tempting to go up to 6, of course. It's also tempting to improve the Inspired Grace. I took this, right, and then this thing lets you shuffle it. Nah, it's fine. Hand size, I think an extra +1s are more important. I'm going to up her hand size a bit. I think that's a little bit more useful now than an extra +1. Amiri, I'm going to grab Thick Skin so she can block all the damage that she gets, and I'll wait on the hand size for later. Ezrin, 8 is pretty darn big. I'm actually going to go for this Expertise. I've never taken this line before, so now my Frost Ray and my Acid Arrows get an extra +2. Sione, oh, right, I'm taking this Fire Resistance. Yeah, so I can either increase it to 2, up from 1, or I can add electricity damage. I guess you kind of have to metagame things to know what comes up when. I suppose I'll take the electricity now and the fire next time. Kira. Wouldn't mind a bigger hand size. Does she have anything else here? Well, the healing is stupid. I never use that. The undead lore is stupid. This is stupid. This is actually pretty nifty. Recharge it or shuffle it into your deck. That's kind of cool. But I'm good enough with the recharge. I guess we're taking hand size. Seems to be the only thing she has that's all that good. All right, Harsk, hand size is tempting. This is dumb. Some more sniping shots is good. This is dumb. We already got that. That's dumb. That's really, really stupid. Okay, so I guess either hand size or better sniper shots. We'll take a hand size now and then round out the sniper shots later. I feel like having more arrows to shoot is more valuable than having the arrows go from +2 to a +3. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with how that went. Let's see what deck building has to say. So I have a Blessing of Torag, which is so bad. Honestly, with all the cool blessings in the box, I'd rather have Blessings of the Gods than like a dumb +strength thing. Oh, never mind. Kira has to take it. She has an extra item, which is garbage, and Harsk has an extra item, which is also garbage. So unfortunately, I'm not really getting to upgrade some of these crappy items. I didn't even pick up anything. All right. That's it then. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you liked it. Please like and or subscribe to the video, or like the video and or subscribe to my channel if you did. And I'll see you again real soon with some more Pathfinder Adventures. Take care, everybody.